One of my subscribers who goes by the name The Happy Man or The Cheerful Painter, I'm not sure, but anyway, this one is for you. Now he said, Tom, can you please make a video on keeping the elbow up and away from the body? And I want to go into that and explain also why this is important to your consistency. Okay, now, to get the elbow away from the body is very simple. Just raise the elbow and then lead with the elbow as you bring the racket back. So I'm just going to raise the elbow and lead with the elbow as I bring the racket back. Why is that so key? It keeps the racket face closed. This is going to prevent you from hitting shots beyond the baseline, because when the racket face stays closed on that backswing, there's much less of a chance that the racket face will be open at contact. And many players, this is where they make the mistake. It's on the backswing. I'm not talking about the backhand, I'm talking about the back swing. What you do from the ready position. Okay, I'm in the ready position, my opponent hits a ball to my forehand side. How you bring the racket back, the back swing, is more important than the forward swing. Or let me say this, that it makes the forward swing so much easier, because the racket is now in position to be vertical at contact. So that's basically all you need to do, is raise that elbow, keep it away from your body. See, I've got room here, and lead with it as you come back. Now, when you're playing from the baseline, this is going to prevent you from hitting the ball long. When you get those short balls that sit up about shoulder height, this is going to be very important, because when you're in close, you've really got to raise that elbow. And when you're hitting a ball that's up high at shoulder height, you have to keep that racket face closed, because a lot of players, when they get the ball up high, they're doing this kind of motion, trying to bring it down. You don't want that. You want to just keep the racket closed, drop it down below the ball, and come through. Come through the shot. Don't think about trying to come over the top of the ball. It also works really well for the swinging volley. Okay, so when you're coming into the net and you see that floater, get that elbow up away from the body, lead with the elbow, and then just let her rip. Let it rip. The racket's not going to be open if, here's the big if you are meticulous with your backswing. Getting that elbow up and away, lead with the elbow. Two players that come to mind when I think about this. Ivan Lendl, number 1, James Blake, number 2, and Bjorn Borg, I think, kind of started it all, because when he went to a semi-Western grip. But Lendl really pronounced it, or how can I say, he really had a high elbow on that backswing. He would bring the racket back like this. You know, James Blake, the same thing. And they had some serious success on the ATP Tour. So that's going to be the key for you. Raise the elbow, lead with the elbow. Okay, let's take a look in slow motion. Notice here the elbow is up and away from the body. From this angle you can't see it too well, but my elbow is not in tight. to my body. I've got lots of space. The racket face is closed as it comes in to the contact area, which helps the racket be vertical at contact. You can practice crushing the short balls, and you can also consider this like a swinging volley. Just toss the ball up high, let it bounce, let it come up to shoulder height, and practice keeping that elbow up and away from the body. Okay, let's notice how the elbow stays up and away. Now right away, see here, I'm going to raise that elbow slightly. Right here, see, I'm raising that elbow right there, away from the body. Now I'm going to lead as I come back with the elbow. Now the racket's going to drop down, but the elbow is still away from the body, and the racket face is closed. This guarantees vertical at contact, and that's what counts. Now watch, as the racket comes up, vertical at contact, brushing up, giving me that top spin, which will pull the ball down into the court. Okay, here from a different angle, you can see the elbows away from the body right there as I toss the ball up. Now I'm going to raise that elbow slightly. You're going to see that elbow raised. That's a high ball. Now it's going to bounce right there. My elbow is raised at that point. This enables me to keep that racket face closed. Now the racket's going to drop down, but notice the elbow is still away from the body. If the elbow drops in too close to the body, the racket face opens up. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Remember, keeping that elbow up and away from the body will not only help you be more consistent from the baseline, but when you get those short balls that sit up and you want to crush it, or when you get a swinging volley that you want to crush. Elbow up, lead with the elbow, racket face closed. Please give this video a like, a thumbs up, please subscribe to the channel, and please hit that notification bell. That way you're notified every time I put up a new video. All the best, and to your tennis success. Take care.